haven't you created what you wanted yet? You're still wanting and trying to create, trying to manifest deliberately or consciously create what you want. It's not happening. Why is that? So I'm going to take a different approach than I have before. I've talked about some of this before, but it's a little bit different approach than you might have heard. It's not just about what you're focused on or whether you're visualizing or whether your energy is high. There are a couple reasons I want to talk about why you still haven't created what you want. The first is you just aren't committed enough. Look around at your life. Whatever you're committed to is all around you. It's on your schedule every day. It's in the actions you take. Just look at your life and how you're living it and who you're being and what you're doing and what you have, and you will see what you're committed to, period. If you're committed to eating ice cream every night, that's what you do, in which case you're probably overweight and that's what you have, right? You've created that through your actions because that's what you're committed to. If you weren't committed to it, you wouldn't do it every day, right? The other thing is you don't have enough necessity. So necessity is that sense of needing to do something, like you have to do it, right? So when your child is under the tire of a car, you lift the car. You don't know how, but you do it because you have necessity. Same goes for anything else. The higher the degree of necessity, the more likely we are to take action, to change, to do things, right, in order to create what we want. So if you haven't created what you want yet, then you're probably not feeling a high degree of necessity. The other thing is that you probably don't really want it. You think you want it, but you don't want it enough. Not enough. So if you really think about it, there might be lots of reasons why you think you want something, but on the other hand, you have lots of reasons why you don't, right? The negative thoughts or negative beliefs about having that. And you have to clear those out so that you actually do want whatever it is 100%. But also if you're not committed and you don't feel a sense of necessity and you're not making it a priority, then the likelihood is you may just not want it, period. You think you want it. You believe you should want it, but you don't. The other thing is it may not be a priority for you. And I mentioned priority just a second ago, but it may not be a priority for you. And if it's not a priority for you, then you're not going to ever put it first, right? So I play around with this a lot because, I want to finish my next book, and I haven't been making it a priority. So it's not going to happen if I don't make it a priority, right? So I can't create being a published author again unless I make writing a priority. And that goes for everything. Getting a new job, losing weight, getting in shape, finding a new partner, whatever it is. If it's not a priority, you're just not going to do it. You're going to put it on the back burner all the time. Now, if you were committed and you felt necessity and you really wanted what you say you want to create and you made it a priority, you would do things differently. First of all, you would make a decision. You would make a decision that you are going to be a person, you have the identity of someone who does whatever is necessary to have whatever it is you want to create. Or you're going to make the decision to have that thing, to create that thing no matter what. And then you're going to take action because decisions tend to lead to action, right? And so if you don't take action, you can't create anything. I'm sorry, we live in a physical world, and no matter what anybody tells you about thinking positive thoughts, and if you think that you already have it and you're grateful for it and you visualize it and you imagine it and all that stuff, that you just are going to poof like this, manifest something out of thin air, I'm sorry, that's a rare occurrence unless you are very highly evolved, which doesn't mean you're not, just saying, right? So in this physical world, we have to take action to create the things that we want. As I was told by a Kabbalist, a Jewish mystic, action's where the action is. And so you have to take action, okay? The other thing that would happen if you were committed and you felt necessity and you wanted it and you made it a priority is that you would do it now and not later. You would not procrastinate. You just wouldn't. You would take action now. And that involves also moving through fear, because a lot of times procrastination is that we feel afraid or we have a high degree of stress and we're trying to reduce the stress, as Mel Robbins talks about. And so you would do it now. You would use Mel Robbins' 5-second rule, and you have an idea or you're supposed to do something, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, you would do it. Okay? So that's about moving through the fear and having courage and confidence and just doing it, just like Nike says, just do it. Okay, so move through the fear, take action, do it now, not later, and move through the fear. You would also welcome in discomfort, because when you're stuck in a comfortable life, you're not living fully and you're probably not stretching yourself and doing new things. And if these things that you need to do, need to do to create what you want, make you uncomfortable, then you have to be willing to be uncomfortable until you become comfortable again, right? So you have to welcome in discomfort and become comfortable with discomfort. You also need to eliminate distractions. You need to be able to focus. You need to be able to really focus on what it is you want and work towards that, and not be constantly distracted by email or whatever it is that distracts you, your kids, your dog. You have to have blocks of time where you can really focus on creating what you want, and whether that's, and that could involve visualization and positive thoughts and affirmations and all of those things, okay? And that's about focusing on what you want to create. So you eliminate the distractions and you focus. You focus on what it is you want to create, and then you are taking action towards that. If you're focused on who you need to be to create what you want, then that's still being focused on what you want to create, okay? And last, you have to make it a priority. It has to be the thing that is the most important to you, period. Whatever it is you want to create has to be at the forefront of your mind. Okay, so I wouldn't try creating, 10 things at once. So in that sense, you're going to have one priority, because actually priority is a singular term. It's not plural. We talk about having priorities, but I want you to make whatever it is you want to create your priority, the priority. So if you were committed and you felt necessity and you really wanted what you say you want to create and you made it a priority, you would make a decision, take action, do it now, not later, move through the fear, welcome in discomfort, and move through that discomfort until it's comfortable, eliminate distraction, focus on what you want to create, and make it a priority. Okay? Now, along with that, of course, there is the positive thinking and the visualization and the raising your energy and all of that, right? It all goes together. But I'm coming from a more personal growth perspective. Okay, because this is what I couple the spiritual growth with in the Inspired Creator community, right? The link's up above. I couple personal and spiritual growth together, because spiritual growth might be, okay, how do I become conscious enough and elevated enough, I can't think of the right word, that I can create, that I can manifest things. But the fact is that we're in our own way. I wrote about self-mastery and the need for self-mastery. We need to master ourselves, and this is part of self-mastery. So if you still haven't created what you want, this is why. You haven't mastered this. You haven't become the type of person who is committed, who feels necessity, who knows what they want, has the clarity to know what they want, and makes those things a priority, makes creating that a priority. You have to be that kind of person, and then you will do those other things. You will make decisions because you have clarity, and you will take action, and you will do it now and not later. And you will move through fear, and you will be okay functioning in discomfort, and you will focus and eliminate distractions, and you will make creating what you want a priority. So there you have it. So I'm curious whether you can relate to any of this, and whether you feel you are committed, have necessity, really want what you say you want to create, and are making it a priority. And if you still haven't created what you want, then it's an issue of energy and belief, trust, all those kind of things that I talk about a lot. So let me know what you think, okay? I am Nina Amir, the Inspiration to Creation Coach. I am the founder of the Inspired Creator Community. I, as I said, offer personal and spiritual growth in the Inspired Creator Community. I function as a transformational catalyst, helping people to get from where they are to where they want to go by stepping into being their best self and tapping into their higher self so that they can use their intuition and spiritual guidance to help them move through life towards their goals and towards their aspirations, to help them achieve their full potential and their purpose. So if these are things that are interesting to you, if you like personal growth and you like the woo-woo spiritual growth stuff, click above, join the Inspired Creator Community, and until I talk to you next time, go out there and achieve more inspired results.